Hello friends, I hope you are doing good. Welcome to Educate 247. Today I am going to talk on a very important topic which a lot of students have been confused about. How to prepare for VARC CAT 2020. So majorly about 75% of the students are asking how to prepare for VARC and that they are not able to do very well in this section. Even till the end of the exam, many students are not able to crack this enigma. So I am over here to guide you. I've seen a lot of students committing the same mistakes over and over again. In this video, I'll briefly explain you how to prepare for your VARC CAT section, how to not do the same mistakes that students have been doing and nail the section, right? So before we move on, as you already know, we have already launched our CAT Booster 2020 course. The response have been very good and I thank all of you guys. Students have been really giving me overwhelming response for that. So thank you guys. We really appreciate that. Apart from that, I would like to tell you that we are also launching a separate verbal course as well. Alright, because a lot of students feel that only they're lacking something in verbal or something. So we are giving them a provision to prepare only for a verbal course. Alright, so let's get started now. So what makes VARC a unique section? So the thing that makes VARC a unique section is you've got reading comprehension over here. Alright, and the weightage for this reading comprehension is pretty huge. Approximately 24 questions come in form of 5 to 6 sets, right? 5 to 6 RC sets. 24 questions, 24 threes are 72 marks. Just imagine. Which, trust me, is very huge. Even if you score just 72 marks in the whole CAT exam, you will wander around about 75 to 80 percentile. Just if you get this as your whole CAT score. So, first and foremost thing, students will be misled. They'll start thinking that I have done reading comprehension throughout my life. Even in my school, I used to have reading comprehension. So, I have covered this 24 questions sorted. Then your VA part, that is verbal ability. Basically, you'll have 4 questions of parajumbles. Alright? This is what has been happening since past 3 years. You'll have 3 questions on odd sentences and you'll have 3 questions on para summaries, right? So this is the basic structure of your VARC section. So basically there's not much to study. This is what you think. That is what makes VARC unique, because there's a lot of things to be studied in VARC. And the most unique thing about VARC is you will just feel that you are marking the correct answer, but often the case is that it is never the right answer. Alright, so not every time this happens, but most of the times. Many of you would have experienced this also. So why does it happen? It happens because VARC is unique. Alright, it fools you, it plays around with your mind. So that is why we have to be very careful while solving a VARC section. And there are specific techniques to solve your CAT VARC, which if you follow, you'll definitely do good in this section. Alright, so VARC should be actually solved like cons, and I'll tell you what are the steps that you should do while solving an RC and all that stuff. Alright, so let's get started with this. How should one start? First and foremost thing, start reading aggressively. Alright, aggressively means not in anger or some sort of emotion. You have to start reading at least 1.5 to 2 hours. Yes, it seems huge, but trust me, it is the need of the hour. You have to do this, right? Second, read from diverse topics. Alright, so you have to start reading across the genres. You have to start reading across the genres. It's not like if you like science and technology and you're comfortable, you only keep on reading that. No, you have to read everything. Alright. Third, start reading newspaper articles. I've already told this in one of my video what articles to read. Alright, so you have to start doing this apart from this. Alright, I'm not included this in that. Alright, now we'll come to the business part. How to read and how to go about it. Whenever, see, suppose you are reading an article which has, say, 3 paragraphs. Alright, so first read the first paragraph. Alright, after reading the first paragraph, take a register have a separate notebook for this exercise. Just summarize, if this is of say 15 lines, summarize this complete paragraph in 2 lines, very short. All right, there will be a lot of trash things which do not make sense or which are factual. Do not read them, just keep in mind where what line is. Apart from that, try to take the essence of the paragraph, what it actually summarizes in short. All right, so you are just compressing this complete paragraph into a 2-line summary. Similarly, do the same thing over here. Similarly, do the same thing over here. Now read your summaries. All right, read those summaries and then come to a final summary of the passage. Trust me, this helps. All right, this helps a lot while solving the questions, especially for CAT and GMAT, right? So once you do this, what it does is you get accustomed to the tone of the passage. You understand what the central idea of the passage is. You understand what the author is trying to say, because many a times you'll see that there is repetition in the ideas that you are aligning with the author. All right, so this exercise is pretty much useful, and I advise all my students to do this. And trust me, all of the students who have been practicing this, they have started improving day by day in the score that they are getting in this section, in whatever test they are taking. All right, now we'll talk about few mistakes that you should avoid while studying VARC. So the first and foremost mistake that I will tell you that many students have seen committing is taking VARC for granted. All right, taking it for granted. Second, hurrying on to the question. All right, so what does this mean? So many students, they feel that there is some specific minutes that they should give to an RC. No, it should be according to the difficulty level of the RC. If the difficulty level is tough, take your time, but do it correctly. So see, if you take 5 to 6 minutes, you want to do it in this target minute, and the RC is tough, you will end up screwing all the questions. Yes, you'll read the complete passage in 5 to 6 minutes, not even understand a single word from it, but still you'll go on reading because you want to save time. But you'll end up getting negative marks for all your questions because you have not understood the passage well. So instead of doing this, take 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes and do all 5 questions correctly. At least get 4 correct in this, if not anything. Still, you're in a very good position. You have got 60 minutes in the paper. Please do not hurry on to the questions, right? It is a very terrible strategy and terrible advice also to do in a specific set of time. There's no specific set of time for any RC. It differs from RC to RC, right? Read across all genres. I've mentioned this before. All genres. Very important. All right. And fourth, have frequent practice. All right, please do not like do this that 3 days I'll do quant, 3 days I'll do DILR, and 1 day I'll do verbal. You have to do it daily. Frequent practice, it is of ultra importance. You cannot lose your touch. And trust me, VARC is not that section that can be done overnight or within 1 month of span. It takes time to develop VARC skills. So you have to start early, you have to start aggressive. So the final recipe to nail the CAT 2020 VARC section. First, I've already told you, reading. All right, you know what to read. I've already told you that in dim. Solve CAT previous year papers, all the papers. Now, how to solve them? So first, attempt them, right? So there are 2 ways to do this. You can actually take it as a complete mock, or you can go set by set. All right, if you go set by set, solve all the questions without looking at the answers. All right, then compare with the answers and see the explanation. Try to find out why you didn't get the answer right, or you were not in the correct alignment with the author. All right, so focus should be on explanation while solving the CAT previous year paper. They are the best example, best practice material that is available, right? Apart from that, third, giving enough practice tests. All right, giving enough practice tests, and most important is analyzing them. All right, and I've already told you that compressed summary part, you have to do that for all the RCs. You will understand how you will sail through. All right, so this is the final recipe to nail the CAT 2020 VRC section. Trust me, if you follow this as I've told you and the RC tip that I've given you to solve the RCs, you'll definitely improve. Take it in writing from me. So guys, motivation from me: you can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose the sight of the shore. This has been given by Christopher Columbus. Alright, I hope you understand what context I'm talking into. Right? Please start your preparation early but in the right direction. Alright, do not get overwhelmed or overstuffed. Keep it simple, just follow the tips that I've given you and you will be doing good in your examination. That's it in this video guys. Thank you and happy learning.